right, so I figured it was time to shoot a follow-up video to a video I shot, let's see, 3 years ago, June 4th, 2018, with my student Sean. It's my most watched video, I think, on YouTube. It's called My Back Went Out, What I Need to Do to Get Better. Has something like 26,000 views. So anyway, here's the follow-up to that. And the follow-up is once you're feeling a little bit better, because that video basically covered the first like 48 hours and then like a little bit beyond, but at some point the key to not having back problems is you actually have to start loading the spine again and start lifting some weights to have a strong back. That's one of our sayings around here. If you don't want to have low back pain, you have to have a strong back. It's not avoiding your back, it's actually engaging your back. So I'm gonna give you 4 pretty basic exercises here of what you can start doing once you start feeling a little bit better. So the first one, and this one you can do pretty early on, is doing a bridge. So Dr. Jessica is gonna lay down here. So why I like doing the bridge is because it's not just your back. When you do a bridge, it's gonna be your hamstrings, your glutes, and your low back. They all work together to kind of bridge up, and it's kind of a sneaky way of pushing into hip extension, but also getting your back. So it looks just like that. The key with this is it's an early way to start learning how to hip hinge. So try not to, like a lot of times what people will do is roll up, right? So go back down, Jessica, and what I see is they kind of roll to come up. Don't do that. Make sure you're hinging just at the hips. And it's almost like these points here, the front of your pelvis just push straight towards the ceiling. And so when you do that, you'll feel your hamstrings and your glutes, and it's okay, especially after a back injury, to feel your low back working a little bit. It's a very nice way to start getting those back muscles to start working. The second one is a bird dog. This is probably the most famous, I don't know, everyone that's been to PT has done this one, but it works. The studies on it show that you do get some back activation. So with this, again, you're in a supported position on your hands and knees, and then you're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. And try not to lift your arms too high. You're just pushing straight out like Jessica's doing, just pushing straight out with your arms, straight out with the legs. And again, you're getting some low back activation. So even very early on with this one too, this is another way to start working your back without feeling like you're going to irritate it. All right, the third one that I want you to do is you need to start squatting. And it's crazy. Squatting and deadlift are like 2 things that so many people are like, oh, you should never squat or deadlift. No, you definitely want to squat and deadlift as soon as you possibly can. So at home, hopefully you have a weight that you can use. This is like 20 pounds. It doesn't have to be that heavy. The last video we did a sit to stand, so this would be a progression of that. So for a squat, right, Jessica's just basically gonna lower herself down, push her knees out over her toes, and come back up, just like that. It's a motion that you do all the time, so you better be strong and you better be good at it. If your form starts to fall apart with this, and especially with the next one, deadlift, that's where you wanna come in and see us and get the help of a physical therapist help you walk you through it. The next one is a deadlift. A deadlift is, again, a movement you do all the time. We do it all the time just to go pick something up like laundry. So a deadlift, it's basically a good way to start doing this is what we call a Romanian deadlift, is where you're starting up high. And all you want to think about is, as Jessica does it, is just pushing your butt back and lowering the weight down to your knees or a little past while maintaining this curve in your spine like this, right? Keeping that back straight. And again, hinging around the hips, okay? So don't be afraid to load the spine a little bit as soon as you think you're able. So that's what you need to do. Once your back's feeling a little bit better, don't forget to load the spine. And from there, you just continue to make the back stronger and stronger. And that is hopefully how you will have less and less episodes of your back going out. As always, if you have any questions, please let us know. And yeah, hopefully that will help you out.